Drakes. I am Artiste DB, and I'm joined here today with
Loves Art 23.
I'm BlackGeeky Girl, or you can just call me Geeky.
And B asked you. You just call me B.
So, still in the process as a has-been review, and I see that Hell of a Boss is coming back sooner than we all thought. So, good time to now discuss the Hellaverse art style. So, we're going to talk about Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss and their art style, what we like. First, we'll start with stuff that we like about it. Then later, we're going to discuss why it pisses off the internet. I'll start. I'll say I like the creativity of it. Like I like more the art, the designs in Hell of a Boss than I do someone Has Been Hotel. Mainly because we get to see the different rings and just see how everyone gets to mix and mash. But I love how consistent the design elements are for the Hellhounds though. Admittedly, they're just all just big anthro canine furries, but I love how all the instead of like the whites of their eyes, it's all red. Everyone has red eyes and unique colored pupils or black pupils. That's a very strong design consistency with them, and same with the succubi. All have some sort of wings, pointed tail, and levels of horns, and they're more of a pinkish red. Succubi and hellhounds are my favorite species. Has such a strong design element. What are your guys's?
I agree, especially when it comes to like the succubis, because oh my god, I love Veroska's design. It's just chef kiss. I love just the pink of her design. Same with the hellhounds. I also really like the designs in like in Greed.
The dinosaurs.
Especially with like Glim and Glam, like Glim and Glam's designs, the twins. Because like I think they were supposed to be like
Beta
I
fish?
guess like eels. Yeah, I think they're supposed to be like eels. I guess. Yeah.
I love that. I love them.
Yeah.
I think you already know which ones are my favorite since we've talked about it a few times. I love the loan sharks. I know they're stupid. I get the joke behind it, but I think the designs are really cool, especially from the X's and O's episode, like all the mafia characters. I know some of them were hybrids, but the variety was really cool. They were all different types of sharks, and I thought that was really interesting. And I like that they all have the rings around their eyes, like how you like the hellhound thing. I do like the imps, the wrath imps to a degree. I wish there was like a tiny bit more variety, but I do like the vastness of them because there's so many of them and there's all different. No, I don't think any single one is similar to the other, which is really interesting. And that's about it.
Okay. How about you, B?
Man, I just gotta say, I really love how the succubi and the imps do look because just from the show itself, I really do love how they all have like a certain imp to them, like a certain diversity. Like, some are tall, some are really short, and it's due to lore reasons. And plus, I kind of sort of know due to Cartoon Universe, I kind of watch a lot of their videos, and they're just so gorgeous to look at. And also, like, just from the art style of concept art and the art that Vivzie did in the past, they just really look so, how do I put this, extravagant, so extra. It's really nice. I love them.
I also really like the design philosophy. I didn't notice the sexual dimorphism and the differences between male and female imps until like the episode Sally Mae came in. That's also pretty cool. Like male imps have wider stripes on their horns than females. I like that they can crossbreed. I like that that makes things interesting and can shake up the designs and really makes like making OCs and like your own little stories with them all the more interesting and engaging. It's really fun, really
more
cool.
creative.
Yeah, it's really creative. So we can all agree that like the art style can be very creative, and I really like how the eyelashes really kind of pop. Like no two like female characters have the same eyelashes, but I think when it comes to the body types, it could have some variety.
Yeah, I agree.
Mainly in the main cast. Like the background artists for these shows are freaking killing it. It's so creative. I love it all. But for main cast wise, we're kind of looking at similar builds and such. You know, the only like real difference is like of their height.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wish kind of. I guess now we can talk about like our own personal gripes with some of the design choices. Like, I for one wish that Vaggie and Millie were a bit more muscular since they're meant to be the heavy hitters of the group.
I agree.
Same here.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
weird to have heavy hitters not be muscular. And that's the same issue I've always had with like DC and Marvel stuff. Because it's like, please put muscular women in here. That's what they are. That's what we want.
And
yeah, man,
and also
muscle.
I'm also gonna add Cherry Bomb to this too, but I want her to be more like, let's say, more bottom heavy, mainly because again, she does parkour. She jumps around like from building to building and stuff. So would she have more like muscular legs?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Kind of like a Harley Quinn like build to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a gymnast.
Yeah, exactly, like a gymnast.
I for one wish that Serpentius, aside from his name, and I get because Love, you said some people mistook him as like a slug. I wish he had a snoot because other than like his hair and his name looking like a viper's kind of like, I don't know what they call those big veils on it. Yeah, looking like kind of a cobra. I wish he had a snoot.
Yeah.
Really sell snake.
Yeah, I remember going back and digging through the Zootopia files just to see like what Serpentius could have been like before, and even then he had like a human face. And I kept going deeper and deeper to see, because Viv has not made very many snake characters over the years, and the ones that she has have all been like Nagas, which are just half human, half snake, so like a mermaid. But yeah, like Serpentius is the only snake one that doesn't have the snoot. There are a few that do, but they're background characters, so I don't know if Viv designed them or not. And it's like, this is such a weird thing to not add to a snake character. And I guess it's just because Viv doesn't like drawing noses, because, I mean, the whole most of the cast don't have noses.
Yeah, like, why is that? Is that like a design choice, or is that like for in-universe reasons or something?
I don't know.
We'll have to speculate.
Like, this is a great next thing to talk about, because I've seen people bring up, like, the blood theory in order to tell the difference between sinners and hellborns. For the life of me, and I say this in the nicest way, I can't fucking tell the difference between a sinner and a hellborn. I wish sinners had more humanoid forms that they take when they're in hell, because I was talking about this on Twitter and was genuinely asking, how could you tell the difference outside of like the whole blood theory? Because I like that theory, because like from what we've seen in Hell of a Boss, the Hellborns like the Goetias too have black blood. Sinners have red blood, and I guess angels have like gold piss looking blood. But if that's the only way to tell them apart, someone please answer this question, because what about the shark demons we see in Greed versus the shark, like the loan sharks we've seen in Hazbin Hotel? They're almost not nearly indistinguishable from each other.
Wait. Oh, I think I can answer this one. I mean, like, me personally, I feel like it's because that like all the shark demons are from are possibly from like the what is it? The envy ring of hell. I mean, like, I feel like I kind of feel like that's why, and to kind of sort of that's kind of what I got. However, as for like the possible sinners who do look like sharks, I don't have an answer for that.
I just want to tell the difference so I can actually give a rat's ass about sinners.
Yeah. And then there's Hellborns, like the cannibals, like Cannibal Town, for example, over there.
I'm pretty confident that they're sinners, because isn't their blood red? And one of them, when in the flashback, Vaggie was gonna kill one that was a child. I'm putting this to bed. There are children in hell. I don't
Kind of
understand why
unfortunate, to be honest.
why is that such a hard concept to grasp?
I personally, I always thought that the cannibals were like just sort of like hellborns. That's why there's like children like cannibals in there in hell.
Me too.
Well, even if they were hellborns, then the angels, when they were fighting in the final bout, they weren't allowed to kill them, but they were, and I think their blood was red. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, it's fine if they're sinners, but I think the main problem is the fact that they all look too similar. They all look the exact same, so it makes you think, oh, they're probably hellborns because they look identical to each other, so they're clearly their own little thing, but they're not. So then it's like, so are all cannibals just Jack Skellingtons? Is that what they're gonna be forever? Give us the
I kind of have a theory, but I don't really know. I think the reason why they look so similar is because they all share like the quote unquote same sin, which is cannibalism. But then again, if that's the case, then why doesn't Alistair look like that? See, never mind. I'll
No,
that's that same question too.
Oh yeah, you're cooking because with Alistair, he has a lot going on. Radio host, he has tentacle powers. He can grow bigger and slimmer and uglier than he already is.
Yeah,
sharper.
and also he's a cannibal too.
His horns, which are very small and hard to see with his hair, but when he gets in power mode, you can see it. He's just got a lot going on design-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's because he did like multiple sins or something. Maybe that's why he looks so different.
Maybe.
Yeah, because they have talked about it in the past, where I remember in some live streams, Viv was like, a sinner won't always look one way. They represent what their sin is, but also their life at the same time. And I'm like, that's too many things.
Yo, that's awesome and all, but that's supplementary material. That wasn't in the show. So it doesn't exist.
Yeah. If you're gonna do it for Alistair, do it for the rest of the cannibal colony. Like, they're all different. They're all probably from different areas. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
But I will say, I love Zestel's design because he lacks so much detail. And to me, that tells me he does. Like, outside of everyone else that we've seen, especially with the other, like, Hellborns and even other sinners, I don't know if he's either a Hellborn or a sinner, but I like how he has less detail. Oh, and I also like Carmilla design.
That's so hot.
I like it in concept. It's really cool. I really like it.
It's just like the sharpness of her like design, like
yeah,
and just how tall he is, and like his voice, and just he's fine. I don't care what y'all say, bro. He cute, man. I was low-key simping when I first saw him.
Wait, who?
Zestiel?
Yeah.
Oh,
hear me out.
Old.
I will not hear you out.
He's fine. It's his voice, guys. Come on. You know what? No, I'm not.
Oh, and also,
so it carries the design.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if he's like, I'm gonna guess 18th century based on the way that he speaks, and then his design is very confusing to me.
Spider motif. But what were you saying, Geeky?
Oh, and also a little fun fact is that Zestiel is actually like the oldest like overlord, apparently.
Yeah,
so
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
That's hot.
That's what
I'm
so
sorry.
Old.
I'm sorry.
Oh, if we're talking about like age, Mammon's been around since the beginning of Hell. He's hot.
See?
That's because I've never really simped for any of these characters before because I feel like the lack of variety is not very interesting to me. But when Mammon came on stage, I don't know. He's green and mean, and I seem to have a pattern of liking green meanies. I love Loki. I love Harley Quinn. Poison
You
Ivy.
love the Grinch.
I would go deep with the Grinch. I would. You know the things I would do to the Grinch. I'd be coughing up green hairballs on me. I would simp down bad for the Grinch up in Whoville. Martha May Whovier knew what she wanted, and I respect that.
I mean, he got charm. And I respect
He's
that.
funny. He's a maniac. I love him.
Yo, Ortiz.
Maniac, huh?
Kiki, don't make me put you on blast for who you like.
Who?
Yeah, like Striker, okay. So does everybody else, okay.
I mean, I wouldn't.
I feel like he's a little overhyped. I feel like this show kind of nerfed him too much. He kind of less cool now.
Yeah, he's not really too cool no more.
His design's still cool. I like his design.
Design cool.
You have to think about it. There's two Strikers. Norman Reedus Striker and Bosco Striker. We all like the Norman Reedus Striker.
I like
the
Bosco
one who's
Striker's voice.
Bosco Striker more, a little bit. A little more.
I like his voice more. It can
was
get
there
deeper.
Was there like a voice change or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That makes sense.
Oh. No, Geeky. I mean the other guy you like and Has Been Hotel.
I want to see if I
can.
Is it Alistair? Is it Alistair?
No.
Don't put me on blast like that, Ortiz.
All right, I won't put you on blast this time. Oh, you so lucky. I'm nice. Oh, that'd be so funny. But nah. Oh, the angels. The thing with like the Exorcist angels designs that really confuse me. The ladies have horns on their helmets, and I'm like, aren't those like female imp horns? So why do they have that as a part of their design element?
Yeah. I wish they used like black.
Yeah.
I may have a lot of grips with the show, but how the exterminators are designed is a bigger one. It's just they don't really look like angels to me, you know? They just look like another species of demon or something.
And
right.
Like I don't like it, you know? Like at least look less intimidating or just I don't like it. Like I don't like it. I don't like it.
Also, hey, how do y'all react to the whole Vaggie is actually in fallen angel theory? Oh my god. It was really just predictable.
I feel like they should have
so hard not to believe it.
You can really tell the designs of the angels. It's like it looks so similar to Vaggie. I'm like, you could just connect the two.
And with how much they heavily focus and stage her to have her ex facing the screen heavily at the cost of like her emoting, plus the fact that I don't know, she carries an angelic spear around. It's kind of obvious.
It didn't really occur to me, to be honest. I kind of thought she was another sinner or whatever, and she's just really into Charlie and stuff. I don't freaking.
That's fair. Yo, speaking of Charlie, is she a goat?
Yeah, she's a goat.
That tweet pissed me off. You have no idea.
Yeah, she a goat. It's because of her teeth.
Oh my gosh. So I'll be real. For the main cast of characters from the get-go, okay, I know a lot of people will call me dumb for this, but like for Angel Dust, if I didn't know prior knowledge that he's supposed to be based on a spider and because of like, web of crime from his mafia family, even then that's a stretch. Like, you know who else is very fluffy and has retractable arms? Stitch. So he doesn't he doesn't have a thorax. He doesn't have like front fangs. What pisses me off about some of the insect or bug like, or even like spider designs in the show of the main cast, like especially Beelzebub, they don't really look like bugs. Their designs don't really scream bug.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of said the same about Nifty because I didn't know until I think you told me, Ortiz, is that Nifty's supposed to be a bug.
Girl, I didn't know until I watched Love's redesign of Nifty. I didn't know either until
I
later.
thought she was supposed to be like a Cyclops, like Cherry Bomb.
I don't know.
I
That
don't
was
even
so
know. I
fun
kind of thought she
finding
was
that
just
out.
another humanoid sinner or something. I didn't even know. Okay, so maybe if Angel just had more spider-like features. Okay, the eyes I understand, but maybe like a couple more, and maybe like multiple. Well, he has multiple arms.
Very simple. Just give him. He could have just had a thorax, a small
Yeah,
thorax,
I
or
was.
like front
Yeah.
fangs.
Yeah.
Humanoid spider.
Or I
Let
guess
me
like
let
a
me.
more spider-themed outfit. I mean, you can make
Yeah.
bug-themed clothes. It's not hard.
Oh, but then we won't have him in a suit and tie, like Alistair in
You
a
can
suit
still
and
do
tie,
that.
and Serpentius in a suit and tie, and Vox in a suit and tie. How do we feel about all the suit and ties?
They're kind of repetitive.
Yeah.
Low key, low key.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because all the suit and ties look almost identical to each other, and I'm like, each character is from a different time period.
period.
So there are
Yeah.
a multitude of ways that you can do suits. I know suits are boring, but the lapel you can do different. You don't even have to do pinstripes. You can do corduroy or whatever. There's multiple ways of doing it.
You just gotta glam it up a bit, you know.
Yeah.
Just add a little spice to it.
A little
Yeah.
pizzazz.
Yes, a bit more of that. Yeah, another word for pizzazz. I need a
Spice it
dictionary.
up.
little razzle dazzle.
Well,
Oh,
razzle,
don't even get me.
razzle.
Don't even get me started on Razzle and Dazzle. I couldn't even tell them apart of who died and which one because they're so that not important.
Oh, RTC too.
I don't care about Razzle and or Dazzle.
Yeah, like, okay, so I like the show. Like, I like Hazbin Hotel. I feel like the biggest grip that really kind of just let it fall was the amount of episodes that were ordered. I feel like if we had about a good 13 or 20, it could really have sold the show more. The pacing would have been better and the more reveals could have been better instead of it just being 8. Because I feel like with it being 8, you really just shot yourself in the foot with that. And it's like the same issue with Percy Jackson. I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not gonna go into it.
Oh no!
I'm not gonna do it.
Said Percy Jackson. Oh no!
And also, okay, how do y'all reacted after finding out that like Mimsy's supposed to be like a chicken or based off a chicken or something?
Huh?
That's a bold-faced lie.
Huh? Oh, no, man, I know you capping, bro. No, you capping. No,
Guys,
that is
she's
not
so
a chicken.
so obviously a
No
chicken.
way.
Look at her nose. Her nose. It's obviously
No,
a chicken beak.
no.
She looks like another humanoid. That's not a chicken. It's not a chicken.
That's not
Oh
a
my
chicken.
The
God.
nose again? It's supposed to be a beak?
I guess. I don't see it.
I thought that was just another nose.
I feel so gaslit every time this happens. I feel so gaslit.
No, for real. Every single time someone has something to say about the characters, Viv comes out and goes, "No, it's this," and everyone's like, "Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Do you not hear yourself? It looks nothing like what you just said."
Everyone's like, "Of course, that's why she looks like that. Duh. Come on, you guys are so stupid."
No, that's not a chicken. That's a legit person. That's a person.
I guess because her little flapper girl crown is supposed to be like feathers, I guess, on a chicken.
Flapper girls
The
have
bare minimum, yeah, I guess.
Flapper girls always had like feathers in their like hair bands. That's part of the design and aesthetic of Flapper girls. And honestly,
I know, but
a lot of has-been characters, mainly like the main cast of characters, it just feels like they are aesthetics and not really well-researched designs.
Their costumes.
Yeah.
Every single one of them is wearing a costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, from what I remember, like a lot of people didn't know that like Vaggie was supposed to be like a moth.
I still don't think she is. I don't know. Valentina was definitely giving moth.
Yeah, I mean, like I can see the moth aspect given her hair, but that's really it.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe like her legs, like it can.
her string being
Her legs.
legs.
I really like the string being legs. They're cute.
That's valid. She got a dumpy though. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And plus, another issue I have with the show is definitely how stiff everything looks. Because compared to the pilot, everything was a lot more like Vivzie's
Oh,
style, very extra, very, I don't know,
Like
flippy.
bouncy.
Yeah.
Yeah, very bouncy. And it's just now with the show, I mean, things do look really good. It's a lot more stiff and professional now. And I just really miss the bounciness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too. I don't know.
There's-
Just the pilot just give it more uniqueness because of how, like, again, bouncy and more like, I want to say like more rubbery. I don't know if that's the right word. And like the characters, like how the characters are
like how
animated.
like how they squashed and stretched around.
Yeah, scratch and stretch. Yes.
Yeah.
Exaggerate and squash and squish.
And and also how everybody's so over exaggerated with their like expressions. I love that.
Yeah, it was so freaking funny seeing clips of it, especially a clip where Vaggie was explaining to Charlie why Husk shouldn't really be drinking, and just that little onesie is just so funny watching her explain. I'm sorry, I had to geek out a little bit. I'm sorry. Let's continue.
No, it's good. It's all good.
I prefer Charlie's like pilot design over her like design in the show.
Yeah.
I just like the softness to it.
And the black pants did help balance
Yeah.
things out. And
Yes.
okay, this is a nitpick.
Yeah.
So an artiste nitpick thing, so I'll take that to the shoulder. I don't like how Charlie's series design, her shirt is hanging out and she's wearing overalls. Tuck in your damn shirt, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, let me see.
It's bothering me. And like, Love, I think you brought it up in your videos of how the characters' outfits kind of just look like it's painted on their bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nearly every character has their shirt untucked, and I'm just like, okay, a few of you, that's fine. Alistair, no, tuck that shit in, dude. No.
Yeah.
And then Sir Pinch's, I think he used to have a shirt. I have no idea. I have to look back. But now he just doesn't have a shirt on at all. And I'm like, you're just wearing a jacket. That's gross, dude.
Yeah.
You pointed out how Nifty's like arms and legs are. I thought they were just regularly black, but when everyone was in their 90s and stuff in like episode 2 or 3, her arms and legs were white like the rest of her face.
Yeah. And then you even see it too when they're at the BDSM dungeon and she's in her like spandex thing. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, so Nifty just wears black hose and I guess gloves all the way up to her shoulder. So that just takes away more of her bug-like design. Thanks for that.
Maybe she's such a neat freak and she keeps everything else like covered up. Or because of the time period she's from, like ladylike. It's not ladylike to show your ankles.
I guess, but she's from the 1950s, so it's like showing your ankles isn't that bad.
Touche.
Yeah.
It's just confusing when you read about them. Like Nifty being what was it? I think I still remember. A 70s alien style, like the suits from the comics back then, mixed with
I gotta read
a
the comics. I didn't read them.
bug thing.
Then what is Cherry Bomb? Because for the longest time, you can make a connection or theories of like Cherry Bomb and Nifty are secretly related because they're the only ones with one giant eye.
Is she not a Cyclops?
Again, that's why I thought Nifty was a Cyclops.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get why Cherry Bomb is even a Cyclops to begin with, because the background info about Cyclops does not match with what Cherry's running around doing.
And plus, like, I mean, at least her design kind of like fits like the 80s, like the time period she died in.
I thought she was 70s glam pop punk or whatever.
No, it's like 80s punk or glam rock hairband stuff.
And also
cool.
I think it's like specifically also like Australian like punk or whatever, because again she is Australian.
Yeah.
Well, she's like one of the few characters with a unique kind of accent. Aside from Alistair having a transatlantic accent, which is just talking all up in your high voice of old Hollywood speech. I wish he had a French accent. I kind of wish he kind of
had
spoke
a
like
New
Gambit.
Orleans French accent, because there is a bit of a difference.
Mm.
Because I've got some family down there, and it's a whole other speech. It's weird to hear them talk sometimes, but I'm like, this should have been Alistair. This right here, this would have been perfect.
Man, it would have been nice.
Yeah, because could you imagine Alistair speaking French?
He would be 100 times hotter.
Yeah, Bosco used to do French lines during the live streams, and they were so good.
I would read fan comics of him talking in French, mainly Radio Dust fan comics of calling like Angel Dust Mon Chéri or Mon Angel. Oh, so good.
I want to read those now.
Oh my gosh, the comic dubs are great too. Yo, people in the comments can fight me. I like Angel Dust and Alistair. Let me have my crack ship.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Artiste, that's okay. Artiste is okay. Me too.
Yes! We're Radio Dust!
I'm more of a Charlie x Alistair fan myself. I just really like it. They look cute.
That's valid also.
Yay, multiverse. Of course. I freaking love shipping. It's such a nice thing to do, and it's really fun, and it's just so cool to do.
Fun to take your two favorite characters and just make them go on dates together. But anyway,
wait, we left out a character from the main cast.
Which was it? There's so many, I lost track.
We forgot about Husk. Yeah.
I don't like how his fur looks like a suit. It's just that kind of pisses me off and kind of gets lazy of like everyone's in a suit somehow, and so is Husk because his fur pattern looks like a suit. Like I don't know why it makes a part of my brain just mad.
I think it's supposed to be like kind of like the Cat in the Hat in a way, like that kind of, you know.
I thought it's supposed to be like from Cats Don't Dance or whatever.
This is the issue with Husk in general. He is not designed by VivziePop. He was designed by her sister. And he's kind of morphed into this thing. And I keep looking at him and I'm like, I can see the two styles battling it out. I can tell who chose what for what. And what you just said about the Cat in the Hat, that's all I see. That is all I see when I look at him.
Looks like a man in a cat suit.
And it's the Jim Carrey one too.
Yeah.
Oh, and also I've seen like people do redesigns of like Hazbin Hotel characters, and I want to say thank you to any artists who give Husk a beer belly, because that would make so much sense.
You are doing the Lord's work.
Honestly, it would.
It really does, considering.
And also, he's supposed to be
considering how he's.
No, go ahead.
It makes sense considering he was 70 years old when he died and was an alcoholic, so he should have a beer belly.
And he still
drinks.
drinks.
He should. Yeah, so he should. I don't know. I mean, like, look his age. You know.
He shouldn't look like he would be 10 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think? Why would the internet hate the Hellaverse art style so much? Is it because people keep making those Alistair redesigns with every character? Kind of like those. Those are kind of funny.
Yeah.
I feel like it's because that there's a lot of, how do I put this, battling color schemes. Well, not really battling. It's more like, how do I put, everybody looks like they're from Tumblr.
I mean,
I don't want to say to be mean or anything, but I just feel like that's what it is. Cause I ain't never seen nothing like this before. I never seen it before.
That's where VivziePop kind of got her popularity from, was really like Tumblr and DeviantArt. So.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
And then like
I really.
That's why I keep saying I need.
So bad. I'm sorry. I didn't really discover Vivzie until like the pilot back in 2019. So I'm new.
Yeah, same.
Never mind. I take everything I say back.
What you just said really makes sense, because that's, again, That's where Vivzie came from.
I mean, it really does wear the style on its sleeve unapologetically, but I think something about it is very, very kind of repetitive. Like the women all kind of have their own unique eyelashes, and that's cool. But I think when it comes to the men, it's heavily repetitive. Not with just the suits and the bow ties and them being walking stick figures, but like someone pointed out how the way they have that V-ish shaped smile and like the half moon or full circle eyes. Yeah, that's kind of like, especially when they do a full sharp teeth grin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, kind of just repetitive.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can't really say much because I kind of struggle with that when it comes to my art and when I draw dudes, and I gotta kind of work on drawing more. I don't know, diverse body types so everybody looks. So I mean, I kind of get where she's coming from.
Right. Like the issue of like same face syndrome, and some people were arguing like, oh, a woman can't have an art style. Like that's same face syndrome is different than like an art style. Like some people would point out, this is like the most prominent example I can think of, like Akira Toriyama's art style of having they would accuse that of having same face syndrome, and like, yeah, some faces do look identical, but not all of them do.
Rest in peace, sir.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. I still can't believe it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. We're all still in mourning, but when I think of the Hellaverse art style, the first thing that comes to my mind is skinny men, busty women, very
There's
high.
also skinny women, also skinny.
Oh my gosh, yes. High volume-esque eyelashes, thin lines, which are cool, thin line art. And red. I'm sorry, but there's just a lot of red.
Yeah, I just like a crap ton of red.
I heard somebody say that the reason why everybody kind of like, color scheme is mainly red is mainly because, again, where they are in hell, where again everything else is red.
I like how each ring has its own distinctive like color scheme. Like in Gluttony, it's orange, and Lust, it's like purplish blue or whatever. But I feel like, and you can really see this in like the Mammon episode. People have noticed how like the color composition with the background fights the foreground. Like when you put it on a value scale, like turn it monochrome, it's all the same. Like the background is not distinguishable enough color-wise from the foreground and the characters in it, so they all just wash into each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the skies being different colors, because that does make sense. That's why each ring is the color that it is. But you don't have to make the buildings the same color. You don't have to make everyone wearing green in the greed ring. Like, it's just like green, green, green. It's too much. Break it up. That's why I really liked when we were at the circus, there was pinks and purples.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to each ring, you see it in a new color filter, and that's all you're seeing it as through like that filter.
Yeah.
Wait, I think it's also because, like, trying to remember the circus episode, like, yeah, it's also like other like species, like it's not just, again, people from Greed, that are like the entertainers and stuff. It's like from every other ring. That's why it's like more colorful, and I like that. So, yeah. Oh, and like back to like Has Been. What really did bother me about like Angel Dust like design is mainly his gloves, and how like I think like his gloves, like one of them really pretty much, I thought it was really his hands. But they were actually like his gloves, because it just mesh in with his, like, again, the color of his fur.
Oh yeah, that I can see.
Yeah.
And even when he has his gloves off, have you noticed how the pattern on his hands? It kind of looks like he's kind of wearing fingerless gloves, but it's just that's how the pattern of his hands are. And now, but fingerless gloves, that's kind of like a real repetitive issue in Hell of a Boss. Like all the main cast wear fingerless gloves. Like IMP, everyone wears fingerless gloves, even when you think they really shouldn't. I don't think Moxie should be wearing fingerless gloves.
Yeah,
He's
given
not
how
about that
he's
life.
like a perfectionist and kind of posh looking, you know.
Yeah, I know he was born and raised in mafia. Born and raised in mafia, but he is not about that life.
Mm-mm.
I think overall, with whether you love the art style, or don't love it or hate it, the best thing that comes out of it is definitely some creativity, and especially the redesigns. I love it. I love seeing people's like different interpretations of characters anyway for different shows. Like I love seeing redesigns of like long staple characters like Powerpuff Girls, DC characters, Marvel characters. But I love the redesigns I see from like this show in particular, because they just, I don't know, they take the creativity and they run with it and do their own research. Like when Beelzebub hit the screen, I'm sorry, I know this is me thing, but she's ugly. I hate her design. It's so fucking ugly. It doesn't look like a bee. Oh, the hair, the fucking mohawk hair with the lava lamp honey hair. It's clashing. No, go with one or the other, babes. It's ugly, and she just looks like a Princess Celestia to fucking Luna's Princess Luna.
Yeah, she don't really look like a bee.
Oh, she's definitely a canine. Her ears do not look like honeybee combs at all.
I think she's a fennec fox. Like those big-eared foxes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's supposed to be a ringleader or animal tamer.
She looks like a party girl.
I mean, yeah, because she is voiced by Kesha.
I understand drawing a character based on a voice actor, but that was too much.
I still can't believe they got
thing.
a voice her. Like, I applaud Vivzie for that, man. Dang.
Yeah.
I just know that was difficult.
That was cool.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I think that's why, like, especially with Hazbin Hotel, like, apparently if like the characters were humans, they're supposed to be based off their voice actors.
Really?
Really?
I don't know if that's true or not.
It's not on the show, so it's not canon, so I don't care. They don't talk about their past lives enough.
It would be nice to like see, you know, what happened for them to end up there. Yeah. Unless it's like heavily implied and shown, because I solely believe in the show not tell method in film, and I feel like it's really being like not followed at all these days, and it's just making me very upset.
Yeah.
I blame a part of that also audience attention span, because for some people you have to just blatantly spell it out for them versus, man, I really wanted to think on it, but okay.
Yo, media literacy is dead, y'all. Oh my God.
It's not dead. No. Quick side tangent. It's not media literacy that is dead. That's just what people say as an excuse to like, oh, you don't agree with me. Oh, you're media illiterate. No. Everyone having different opinions and different views and different ways of interpreting work, that is media literacy. So that's really cool. And we should work with that and discuss that.
And it's more fun. Like,
yeah, it is more fun.
Really fun.
What is dead is the author. People keep using media literacy when they should say the death of the author, because that basically means, whoa, the author said this, but fuck that, I'm gonna take my own interpretation. That's the death of the author. Stop saying media literacy. God. Sorry, I just had to get that.
No, it's okay.
All right. You good? You know, it's no biggie.
I'm just so passionate about media discussion, and so Lord help me if we can't even have agree to disagree discussions about stuff of different variety and ideas of where people get it. No one's stupid because other people got it faster or slower. Okay, we all consume the same media, but we all process it at a different speed. Gosh darn it!
But you know, there are some people who still want everything to be spelled out to them and want their hand held whenever they have to watch something.
Low key.
Yeah, and like they gotta learn that everything is not like that. You just gotta. It's just gonna take a minute for you to get it. That's just how I am.
And you just make your own interpretation. If it's right or wrong,
I like to think that there's no right or wrong way to interpret media unless it's making you like, I'm going to go out and do some illegal crimes because I read this book and I kind of want to do that. That's the only wrong way to take it from media. Catcher in the Rye didn't make you want to go out there and like harm children. It should have made you go out there and like become a daycare facility manager. Ryan Griffin, I'm somewhat of a writer myself. Anyway, this was good. You ladies, you have anything else to speak on the art as artists?
Okay, I will say this. I actually do like the idea of like Velvet because again, she's a fashion designer. She's a fashionista. I do like. Seems like every time she appears, she kind of have a different design or a slightly different design. I like that, including her hair. Yeah.
You got a strong wig game. I respect that, and I have a weakness for fashionista characters.
Honestly, same. I really like her I guess canon design now compared to her pilot design because in the pilot she looks like a little kid,
Like a little, looks like a wet rag doll.
Yeah, I think she's supposed to be more based on like Harley Quinn, I guess.
I mean, I can see it.
And like I think in the pilot she's supposed to be more like, more childish, I guess, and have like act more like a daughter figure to like Fox and Val, I guess. I don't know if that's still. I don't think that's carried over to the actual show.
Not at all.
I don't see it anymore.
No.
Velvet looks like a businesswoman now who just does her own thing.
Yeah.
Low-key disrespectful, but
She acts way more responsible than both Val and Fox, and I find that funny.
She's so respectless.
She is.
Yes.
I love it. I do like her design though, and like, I guess bottom line, I really love Vivzie's art and stuff, and that's low-key just my opinion. I really love her work. The colors are very saturated, and I'm more of a mute color person.
Especially in heaven.
Oh, they're so happy. It looks like Easter had a field day up there.
Hey, yo, why is Peter white though? Like,
why is he white with blue eyes and blonde hair?
Oh, why is he white? He gotta be white, bro. Like, where's Jesus in this? I'm sorry, but
I don't want
me personally.
I mean, we got Adam over there. He's white over there. I remember people were complaining about that.
It's like the meme. Why are you white?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna just say this real quick. It's just I also kind of don't want Jesus in the show because I'm scared on how they're going to portray him. And as a Christian, I'm scared, bro. I am terrified.
I don't need to see Jesus in this. I really don't need to.
If Jesus does happen to be on the show, I hope to God that they treat him with, treat him with respect and just write him well. Don't make him like another Adam, please.
Yeah, so you're gonna be having like Jesus like cussing every sentence and stuff.
No,
like
I'm going to have a heart attack, and I'm going to vent on Twitter if that were to happen.
Like, you want him to be like rude and crude and stuff like that.
No, please no.
Please, I love all that is good.
I know.
I'm scared. However, I am gonna watch, season 2 when it comes out, and I hope they have more episodes this time. I really hope they do.
Give them a double of the episodes. Like give them like 16 episodes, please.
Give them 20.
Give them
And
writing classes. I'm sorry. I've been recently watching shows with less seasons. I mean, with less episodes in a season, and they were able to pull it off. At that point, it's a writing and directorial issue.
Yeah, Amazon just gotta order more more episodes, please.
Hopefully, we'll see where it goes because, well, some people, I'm willing to watch the second season because Clone High, when it came back, some people felt like the season was a dud, but it really came back so much stronger in season 2. So that's kind of my hope for Has-Been.
Yes.
I agree.
Oh my god.
So you know what, y'all? I have this question.
What up?
So, would you rather go to the Hellaverse, or you rather go up in heaven with the Saint Peter and stuff of the VivziePop universe?
Honestly, I'd rather choose heaven. Like, I like some of the biblically accurate, inspired designs of the background characters, and I hear that everyone is hot.
Yeah. I want to be in heaven. I'm sorry. I ain't never going down to hell, bro. No, thank you.
Everyone has wings in heaven. Why would I ever go to hell?
Yeah. Plus, their food's probably pretty good over there, and I like food, so let's go.
Yeah, no, send my ass to hell.
What?
That's wild.
Because that's what your
I
shark
already know I'm
boyfriend
gonna
is.
thrive and have the best time.
That's because that's what your shark boyfriend is.
Yeah, but
Wait,
my
shark
inner demon
boyfriend?
can be
Wait,
released.
you in
I
chat?
don't know how hard.
Is it Chaz?
You in chat?
Oh,
Yes.
look at him, bro.
He's funny.
Nah,
I mean,
funny.
I get you.
Let me be quiet, bro.
Look, he's tall
Good.
and stupid. That's just my thing.
This
Okay,
is
well,
your man's. This is
I
your
mean-
man's.
The other character.
if you like tall and stupid dudes, then I got this really good visual novel game I think you'd like. Dang, you like chat it, nah, I'm gonna shut up, bro. I'm gonna be quiet. Never mind. Don't.
We all have a
Good
stupid
Lord.
character we like. Don't even.
Who's we? Not me.
You know you got an embarrassing one.
Yeah, I know Geeky does, but I'm being a good friend right now.
Yeah, Striker.
Yeah, Striker.
Striker. Man, I don't know what y'all are on, but Clem me. I mean, wait, are we only choosing stupid characters? Because I have a few red flags, not gonna lie.
I bet it's
We all have
Blitz.
our red flags.
It's who?
I bet you like Blitz.
Who told you?
Yo!
Yo, the silence was loud.
Whoa, pause.
I don't, no, hear me out.
Yo, she really wins. He makes me laugh.
Pause.
Funny.
Pause. You hold right there, young lady. Next idea. We talk about our Has-Been Hotel, Hell of a Boss crushes next time.
Next time sounds good. Bet. Okay, I'll meet you there.
You know what? That's when I'm gonna finally reveal.
Yes! Come back for part 2 to tell us all who you love, Geeky.
Hey, yo, I'm Arrow Ace.
That's wonderful, Doug. But I think this is a good time to wrap it up. We've been going for about an hour. Let's wrap it up for this session. You guys want to tell the people where they can find you? Love, you start.
You can find me here on YouTube. Over there.
Greg, Geeky, where can we find you?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter and also Instagram, and I'm on Blue Sky too.
Okay.
See?
All right. Well, y'all can find me on Instagram, BSQ, Twitter. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to add the link. And and Webtoon. If you like comics, Black Comics. If you can find me there too. BSQ.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Thanks for joining me, ladies. Great talk on the art of the Hellaverse.